Rafael. Tu hermana es muy simpático. ¿Quién tiene una mascota? Rafael. Tu hermana es muy simpático. Rafael, tu hermana es muy simpática.
Greetings to you from all four corners of the globe. Welcome to the most underrated show on YouTube. We'll pump these numbers up. I'm your host, Mustafa Hussein. Let's do it. What is up, everybody? The market's up. That's the usual. So let's get at this and where to start. So I had somebody asking for a Bitcoin prediction. I'm going to give it to you. Bitcoin has broken above 40,000. So my previous prediction was 516,000 based on nothing. And I'm revising it today, 750,000. We've crossed some kind of resistance level. This thing's going to go. And I don't think that the rocket to the moon is broken anymore. So Bitcoin is back, baby. 750,000. Book it. Let's see here. This was my favorite story of the day. Business travel. Smash that like button, guys. Follow me on Instagram. And let's get into this. So business travel as we know it is never fully coming back, according to the Airbnb CEO. He makes a lot of great points in this article. Never is a strong word. Nothing is forever. Nothing is not forever. But let's see what he says. When countries went into lockdown and stopped the transmission of coronavirus, travel, particularly business travel, of course, took a brutal hit. Business travel as we know it is never fully coming back, according to CEO Brian Chesky. The bar to go on a plane is now high for a meeting is now higher, and fewer people are going to do it. So we're seeing it. Let's see. The pre-pandemic business tourism-related spending accounted for 21.4% of global travel, and that is a big number that we're seeing people staying at home now. Working from home. And I just, in the near term, I don't see business travel getting back to what it was. But let's see, in my opinion, I don't know if it's 5 years from now or what have you. I do think that business travel is going to get back to where it was. That's just my thoughts of it. Things go in cycles, and this is a dramatic swing of a cycle of travel, obviously. Cruises, planes, I don't know, what else do you do? Public transit. I mean, public transit has to be, I haven't looked at numbers, but I have to imagine that it's been pretty decimated. Of course, that's going to get back to normal. So I don't know. It could be 4 or 5 years. It could be next year. I have no idea. But I do think that it's going to get back to where it was in 2019, prior to the pandemic. Business tourism contributed 1.5% of global GDP. That's an incredible number. Between April and the end of December 2020, global spending on business travel fell 68% and is estimated to have fallen more than 50% year over year. Corporate travelers are disproportionately important for the aviation industry. They make up 12% of airline passengers, but are twice as lucrative as non-business passengers. We know a lot of people book flights sooner, maybe next day, next week, whatever, and it is a little bit more expensive. And of course, they're not flying on the quote-unquote low-budget airlines like Spirit, Frontier, and what have you. I think that American Delta, United are probably the main three business ones. Definitely United. But let's see here. Account for nearly 75% of the profit line in some cases. So, guys, I do think the unfortunate part is that we're seeing, when we look at stocks, like there's a video that we posted last week on the big Carnival Cruise Line, Marriott, and Southwest Airlines. The unfortunate thing that we're seeing is Southwest Airlines is they're at record highs, and they don't have record high travel yet. They don't have record high revenues, profits, etc. And they are burning cash still to this day. I think they're burning $6 million a day at this point, which is better than what they were burning, but it's getting better. The growth of the companies is what I look at and say, what are we gonna? How much higher can these things go if they're at their record highs? But we'll see. One of the key reasons for possible anemic recovery is that a state of persistent pandemic may render some border restrictions permanently, making international travel more difficult. And international travel is a challenge. And we get down here, international numbers are here. Where were they? Here. Domestically, we're down 22% for the upcoming week of Memorial Day, and internationally, it's down 67%. So international travel is quite weak. Let's see things are going to get better. It's just going to be a matter of time. Why buy CCL stock shares that are diluted? Greystone, that's a great question. So when I look at companies like, let me rephrase. When I look at industries like the cruise lines, I look and say, are cruise lines going to go away completely? In my opinion, no. They're not just going to disappear and we're never going to have cruises again. So that makes me go and look at every single company in that industry. Norwegian, I looked at the big three: Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, and Carnival Cruise. Of those three, I chose the best one in the best financial position. And at that time, back in May of last year, even though they said they were going to start diluting themselves, they were in the best financial position. They had the most cash on hand. They could pay for 11 months they had enough cash on hand to burn for 11 months to keep it going and to keep the lights on and that's why cash is so important to have in your bank account. So I said, who's the best cruise line here? It was Carnival. That's why I decided to buy Carnival. I do not think that cruises are going to go away. And if cruises go away, then that's just unfortunate. And it's an unfortunate bet. And I lost. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think if any cruise lines are going to go away, in my opinion, based on what I researched last May, it was Carnival was going to be in a better position than Royal and Norwegian. So that is why I decided to go ahead and buy Carnival. That was a great question. Hopefully that answers your question. Let's look at homes. The home prices have surged in the United States at a record pace since March. Home prices growth in the United States surged at a record clip, paces not seen in more than 15 years. Here's another thing that you're just seeing. It's not a bad thing necessarily, but it's another thing just adding to this burn pile of overinflated numbers, values, what have you, that are just saying, that are just screaming that we're in some kind of a bubble. You can't just keep going to record highs of everything and saying that it's just going to keep going higher and higher and higher. All right. The Case-Shiller National Home Price Index posted a 13.2% annual gain in March, up from 12% in February, marking the 10th straight month of accelerating prices. Guys, I look at home prices all the time on Zillow. There's a home right across from my friend. It was an $850,000 home. I think I said this yesterday on air. It had a planned showing on last Sunday. And before the showing even started, people were putting in offers on the property, $850,000. You used to see that in homes that were $400,000 or less, $300,000 or less, $350,000 or less. And now you're seeing it with homes that are almost getting into the seven figures. That it's it's crazy. It's just really crazy what people, because the supply is so low, the demand is so high, people see something and they just want to go and they just feel like they have to go and buy it. I was trying to get my parents a home up here that was in the $400,000 range. I literally couldn't act fast enough. And being that they were in Florida, it was hard for me to go inside and schedule a showing, especially during COVID and this and that. But yeah, so if we look at the U.S. home price growth accelerate, let's see here. So back in 06, 07, 08, during the housing crisis, here's where we were. Here's where we are now. So we were probably topping out, let's call it 210 to be a little bit on the aggressive side. And now we are 255 something or so. And man, these numbers are just nuts. These numbers are just nuts. All right. The median existing home price for all housing types in April. Listen to this. The median was $341,600, up 19% from April 2020. Median, that's the median. Oh my gosh, that's the median. Guys, smash the like button. That would be great. I see Seth is here. He slept in. After all that recording yesterday, I believe it. We demand... Oh, Seth. I have increased my Bitcoin prediction based on nothing. It's gone from 516,000 to 750,000. Bitcoin has crossed over the 40,000 mark, so I think that the rocket is fixed and we're going back to the moon, and I think beyond. So 750,000, new number. That could change tomorrow. Don't lock it in yet, but yes, 750,000. So if you're not in the coin, get in the coin. By the way, that was sarcasm. Don't get in the coin. All right. With high demand in gear and no respite in sight, home prices will likely, they're just going to keep going higher and higher until we get something. So there's people that are saying this is just going to keep going until 2023 and beyond. And frankly, it's probably going to happen unless we get some kind of major pullback. Now, let's look at mortgage prices. This number came out this morning. The mortgage application. So they are down. They're down 4.2%. They've decreased 4.2% on a seasonally adjusted basis. Of course, ending last week, and it was down 4% from 1 week earlier. So now we're starting to see. Mortgage applications fall, even with interest rates near zero, at zero. It's even with cheap money. There's rumors that there's not going to be any more stimulus. So I don't know. Maybe this is playing a factor into it. I really am not sure, but very interesting. It's very, very interesting to see what's happening with housing. This is definitely more of Paul's wheelhouse, but the housing thing I'm really enjoying. I'm enjoying following all of it. So we'll keep an eye on that. If you ignore the housing bubble spike and crash in 2005 through 2008, the graph looks pretty linear. Yeah, but the problem is you can't ignore those spikes because they happened. I mean, the spikes are when you get the out of control jubilance going that things are never going to go, that never going to fall down. So that's why you have to pay attention to that. Yeah. All right, here's an opinion piece. It's time, and the reason I pulled this up is because I ordered a Tesla last Friday, and of course the option was on the website to add this $10,000 self-driving feature that Elon has been promising since it's going to be coming out at the end of next quarter, every quarter since 2018, and frankly, we don't have anything yet. There's people that are listening to what Elon is saying versus what the car manual is saying, and they're getting killed because they're trusting what the guy is saying in his tweets. But here we go. Tesla has been charging customers $10,000 for full self-driving technology for nearly 5 years. The problem is the technology doesn't exist. I think that's a pretty bold statement. I think the technology exists. It's just, it is not capable of being released. I guess there's 5 levels of it, and they're on level 2 right now. So Musk predicts that Tesla would be able to drive full autonomy from Los Angeles to New York in 2018, a trip that still has not happened, and in 2019 said that Teslas would be fully functioning robo-taxis in the near future, which is unlikely, if not impossible. I do not agree with the impossible thing, but the unlikely I kind of do, but still not really. Musk's hyperbole is nothing new. It's not unique to him when it comes to autonomous driving. Tesla fans have Tesla fans have latched to the words of Musk instead of reading their owner's manual. Publicly performed dangerous stunts like sitting in the back seat of their cars. So there was something that I put in this. Oh, maybe I didn't put it in here. Give me 1 second. I apologize for scrolling on screen so fast. Okay, so when it comes to, this is the truth about autonomous driving. Has anyone ever met somebody? Yes, Seth, I have. There is a person that I met that he indeed did pay the $10,000, and he bought the car in 2019 or late 2018, and he paid the full 10 grand for it. But the point is, going back to some people's projections of where Tesla is going to go and what's going to drive revenue, etc. The cars, cars are fine that people actually drive. Then you say the solar panels, that's cool. The thing that I have a problem with is we're saying that a big part of what Tesla is going to be is this self-driving taxi stuff, or Uber or Lyft or what have you. If they can't do this with a customer sitting in a seat, how are they going to pull out an entire fleet across the country or across many countries that are going to be autonomous taxis? It just doesn't make any sense. So just none of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. I don't know what more to say. I just don't know what more to say. Just think a little bit. That's all it takes. It's just a little bit of thought. If all you do is just sit back and use a little bit of common sense, you can figure things out pretty relatively quickly. And then all your hype excitement goes away, and you're like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. I think I'm just not going to do this. Pretty easy. All right, back to Ford. More cars. Ford says it will spend $30 billion to fuel its electric vehicle future. This stat right here has literally blown my mind. The company revealed that it has amassed 70,000 reservations for its new F-150 Lightning that was announced last week. 70,000 reservations. Good for Ford. I mean, the number surprises me because the number's so big. The number doesn't surprise me because it's Ford. Ford is a good company, and I don't think that they're going to do this overpromise, underdeliver crap. They're very good at what they do, and their truck line is great. And we can see from their truck that they are... Do they have a picture of that truck in this article? No. Do they? No. But the truck is sweet, and it looks like the old truck, the current truck, I should say. So, yeah. And Ford is an extremely disruptive company now. After all these years, they've finally become disruptive. So, Ford is going to probably go to like $4,000 a share because of the disruption. So, yeah. Again, sarcasm. Mo, you're wrong. Tesla put a Roadster in space, and they're closer to the moon than BitDoge. Very good. Did that Tesla model Roadster ever land on Mars? I'd like to know that one with the spaceman in it. That was actually pretty sweet. Sweet from a total weird perspective, but yeah. So Ford, the company said during an investor day on Tuesday that it would spend $30 billion on electric vehicle development, including battery development by 2025. Previously, the giant said that it would spend $22 billion by 2023. So they anticipate 40% of its, man, that's a big number, 40% of its global vehicle volume will be fully electric by 2030, fueled by new models of the electric Mustang, Mach-E, and F-150. I think that 40% is I think that's an aggressive number by 2030, but hey, if you can do it, you can do it. I mean, if I'm going to buy a truck, I'm still going to buy a diesel truck over this electric truck. So, and I don't think that I'm in the minority in that. So that's that. So Ford has dubbed its new operation Ford Plus. Cool name. All right, let's move on. Ford is going to keep doing what they do, and I like Ford. I think they're a great company. All right. The Fed Vice Chair Richard Clardia said Tuesday that he is not expecting a scenario where an overheat in the economy leads to runaway inflation. Stockmo should buy Ford because it's disruptive. Kathy Wood should also buy it. I mean, I'm on the cutting edge right now of disruption companies. I am breaking news to everybody that Ford is disruptive AF. The outlook for the economy in terms of economic activity is very, very positive. With things not being open, I tend to agree. It's going to take some time to get a clearer sense of how the supply and demand will balance. That is absolutely true. Now, there was something he said here in terms of so how do we know that things are going to be, how do we know that the outlook is going to be very, very positive, very, very positive, if we don't have a clear sense? It's going to take some time to get a clearer sense. To me, that's a little bit of speculation, but yes, you're going to wish you bought a Ford. Maybe, I don't know. I really want the new, F-250 with the Power Stroke diesel in it. All right, it's going to take some, clear time. So we will recognize that through a communication in our tools, printing money, buying bonds, buying mortgage-backed securities, I think we will be able to offset that in a way that would be supportive of maintaining the economic recovery. So on Friday, I'm currently drawing a schematic that is going to show you guys exactly how the Fed gets away with printing as much money as they do and moving it off of their balance sheet or moving it to whatever balance sheet they need to in order to make it look like, and then they go and buy treasuries and it looks like they're not amassing a massive amount of debt. So I will have that done by Friday, and I can't wait to show you guys. But that is how they use their quote unquote tools to keep doing what they're doing and creating this massive inflation bubble that is not temporary, because temporary inflation, it doesn't make sense. That is a dumb word. The central bank has had short-term interest rates pinned at near zero and absorbed, here's your $120 billion monthly asset purchases. That is the bonds and the mortgage-backed securities. Okay, this is the number. There will be some... Okay. Clardia, vice chair of the Fed, says he expects GDP growth to be somewhere north of 6% or possibly 7% in 2021. The 10-year average, guys, is 2.5%. It's ballpark. I pulled up the average. The numbers over the past 10 years, and I looked at it and I said, yeah, the average is probably 2.5%. It might be a touch lower, it might be a touch higher, but I get that we're coming out of something bad and that it could spike that number a little bit, but it's an aggressive number. I don't know. These are the same people that were predicting that the jobs numbers was going to be 1 million jobs created in April, and we had 26% of that created. So going back, just reminding you, if you're new to the show, it's Philadelphia president and also the Dallas president said that they're going to begin tapering sooner than later. Yeesh. The Fed is disruptive. I like that. The Fed is very disruptive in their own special way. All right. Let's do one more Vimeo. I love Vimeo. I think that Vimeo is great. It's such a clean platform, but they went public the other day. Was it yesterday? They went public yesterday, and I don't think it worked out very well for them. So here's another flop of a stock going public, and boom, they were down 15.5% yesterday. They fell as much as 16%. When are these people going to learn? But it makes people very wealthy in the executive team and in the company. So Vimeo always looks for mergers and acquisition opportunities of new technology, institutional knowledge, intellectual property. And the interesting thing is their listing of going public yesterday, they showed 51% sales growth in the first quarter as companies continue to invest in professional video tools during the pandemic. So they can make money. It's just, can they do it in the public markets now? Vimeo is a good company. I think that they will do well in the long run. I don't know well publicly in the long run, but I like their platform. It's very clean. I think I'm sure you film people and artsy people that do like videos and whatnot, like Seth. I have to think that, Seth, you like Vimeo. I think it's a very clean platform, but I always enjoy watching videos on there. So that's that. That is that. Let's see here. Anything else cool? Nah. Ricky Fowler, why I'm bullish on my new $40 million bone up. Cool. All right. That's it. So guys, give me some stocks that you want, and I will talk about them. Smash the like button for me. Let's see what the market's doing right now. Pretty flat. Let's see what the interest rates are doing. So the 3-month is still the same. So we haven't crossed over 0.0, so 4 basis points basically. What's the 10-year at? The 10-year is falling. That's no bueno. The 30-year is falling. All right. Well, that's not good. All right, guys, if you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, so the Employed Trader series is coming out. Yeah, Seth has used Vimeo for years. Great platform. So the Employed Trader series is coming out. I'm gonna release the 5 stocks on Monday to the Bid and Ask Nation. So we're gonna have a new chat in the Discord channel that's gonna be the Employed Trader. So the 5 stocks are going to be big boys. I mean, it could be like a Microsoft, Goldman Sachs, something like that. It's going to be big known stocks that don't have some crazy volatility. And if you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, go right here, patreon.com/everythingmoney. 22 spots left. And jump into this level. You get full access to me, full access to the Discord, the awesome community of 400 to 500 people in there, all of the Everything Money software for free. Discounts on merch from Crossroads Group and Everything Money when that eventually comes out in a mere, well, at 50,000 subscribers, that's coming out. So, and if you just want the software and no access to me, $23 a month gets you that. So, let's see here. Let's see. Airbnb. Why does everybody want Airbnb? Airbnb. Oh, it's just one person typing Airbnb. Well, Airbnb is a newer company, so I'm not a huge fan of these. I typically don't do them. Logitech, I'll do it. eBay dinged me. I just sold a Magic card for 53. Oh, wow. Seth just sold a Magic card for $5,300. That's crazy. All right, let's see what eBay's doing. So I do like where their stochastic is at. Wait. I do like where their stochastic is at, red over yellow, but I need to get this red line moving more vertically. We got to take out, this is a lot of resistance right here. So that needs to be taken out. And you can see 62.22, that's basically your line. So let's keep waiting on that one. What is with everybody? Why does everybody want this meme crap? I mean, I just don't get it. Are y'all trying to get rich quick or something? Because if you are, this is the wrong channel. And I'm gonna, just because whoever's asking me about GME and AMC don't know what they're talking about, I'm gonna go to the 15-minute chart just to help out your little soul. So don't trade these things unless it's from a 15-minute chart perspective, day trading perspective. Just wait till you're over 80% and wait till you're getting engulfing candlesticks like that. That's all I can tell you. Same thing is going to go for AMC. If you want to go make some quick money on it, have fun. But do not go in there and try to... don't try to go... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you guys are obsessed with this crap. Why don't you just pick normal stocks and be normal? Like I tell Nicole's dog, just be normal, will you? Like I tell my parents' dog, just be normal. All right, here's your MGM. Of course, they agreed to be purchased by Amazon for $8.95 billion, I believe. So that's true. Meme stocks are very disruptive. That is true. Incredibly disruptive. So you're reaching, I don't know, see what the price agreed upon was, because if they agreed on the price of $42.50, if that was the purchase price, then you're not going really any higher from here. So that is what I have to say about MGM. Mo is triggered. Normal is boring. Normal is boring, but in stocks, normal makes you money and doesn't make you jump off a cliff or lose $91,000 in a day like somebody that I heard of. All right. And literally for no reason, because you think that something's going to go to the moon. All right, I think I messed the CCL one up. Hold on a second. Let's see here. What time is it? 9:29 CCL. All right, Carnival Cruise. Is this really a downtrend, or am I seeing things wrong? Okay, we're good. So we have an uptrend moving with us. Just you got to. I mean, for this, you have resistance here, and if I zoom out, of course we have. It's a massive 50% stock. So, yeah, guys. I mean, here's your line. Here's your 50% area, and it clearly cannot break over that. So this is a problem for you. You gotta clear this price very, very strongly with a lot of volume. Like volume like yesterday, I'd be very happy with that. Very pleased with that kind of volume. this 15-minute day trading could lead to suicide. I completely disagree with you. If you just if you join the Bid and Ask Nation and listen to me and put in stops and learn exactly what to do, you're going to be making a ton of money, like a lot of people that are doing that right now. Normal stock DDD. I am going to thank you, Chris, for giving me a normal stock, and thank you, Chris, for giving me a stock that is coming through the sweet spot pretty nicely. It's a little steep for my liking, but I do think it has room to run. There's probably a resistance line there, and of course at 56. Oh, this one I drew is probably the 100-day moving average it's stuck at. So it's just stuck right here, needs to press through. Eventually it'll get there. I just really don't like all this volume. I don't know what that is, but we'll have to keep a watch on it. I will do one more stock. Let's see here. Give me, it's true. Millions of investors are watching. Think about All right. Somebody give me one more stock and I will do it. Is it possible to try out the Bid and Ask Nation if you're in another tier? Glenn, excellent question. Yes, you can try out the Bid and Ask Nation for 30 days. And if you don't like it, which you will like it, the chat alone is worth it. You can downgrade back for and go back to your current price, whatever you're paying. So if you're paying $15 right now, you'll go back to $15 after 30 days. So good question. All right, AMD. Downtrend. It's trying to swoop around. This red line's trying to swoop up, but you can see it just has all these moving averages to go through. And this is going to be a tough battle for AMD until something great comes out about them, some kind of news. I do not think that you're going to get a lot of movement on them. You just need a lot of volume. That's what it's going to take. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining. Smash the like button on your way out. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And if you're in the Bid and Ask Nation, I will see you in a few minutes. I'm heading to the office and we'll start looking at things from there. Employed Trader coming out on Monday. So join the Bid and Ask Nation. That's the only way you're getting access to those 5 stocks. And if you don't know what the Employed Trader is, go to YouTube, check out the 4-part series with me and Seth. Seth actually gets up to the board and starts teaching, and it's pretty awesome. So that's that. Follow me on Instagram at TraderMo_EM, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.